How we doing today? Nice to see you. Today, I'm here to talk about something a little different. I'm going to talk about my weight loss. Stick around. So, over the last year, I've lost 92 pounds. So, that's quite an accomplishment considering I've been heavy my entire life. And when I say heavy, I mean fat. If you're a person like me that's been struggling with your weight your entire life, you know what it's like to try to get rid of those pounds. And especially over the last year with this whole pandemic thing going on, people have been home, not going out, just totally comfort food in your way through life. I managed to lose that 92 pounds over this period of time. And I want to tell you that it was pretty easy, but it wasn't really that easy. I didn't get up every morning, run 4 miles, head to the gym every morning. Most of the gyms were closed through most of the time. What I did do is I did walk quite a bit and go hiking and things like that. But the key to my weight loss was I started at Medi Weight Loss. It's a weight loss system. It's covered by your insurance. I saw it actually in the parking lot where my gym was located. And I said, I think I'm going to give them a shot. Well, to walk the story back a little bit, just to give you a little background on it. Like I said, I've been heavy my whole life. Last year, I was turning 49 and probably in the worst shape of my entire life. Weighed about 310 pounds, 307 pounds, something like that. Just sick. I still was very active. I was out doing things, walking, but it hurt. It hurt everywhere. My body hurt. I get up in the morning, I could barely move. It was just terrible. So I decided when I turned 50, I was going to be healthier than I was at 49. So a day after my birthday, I went down to Medi Weight Loss for my initial consultation, weigh in, found out that I weighed 307 pounds. They took blood, which is part of the program. They take your blood work and they assess, what's up with you. Well, it came back that I had really high blood sugar levels. My cholesterol was not very good. My blood pressure was okay, actually. But all my other numbers in my blood were horrible. So I went to see my primary care physician and did blood work through him too. And it came back that I had an A1C of 9.8, which is pretty huge. I was type 2 diabetic. I didn't even realize it. But it did make sense to where I was falling asleep in the middle of the day. I could barely keep my eyes open. It was just never enough sleep. My body ached all the time. We were on vacation that summer and walking through London, and I thought I was going to die. Every day I get home to the hotel room and I just flop and just in complete pain. So I decided that, enough was enough. I didn't have too many more shopping days till Christmas. Turning 50 years old the next year, I needed to do something, and I needed to do something now. So I went to Medi Weight Loss, and they set up a plan. And the plan, oddly enough, I knew all these things because as a person who's been fat their entire life, or heavy, is that PC? I dieted throughout my entire life, on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. And actually, I started on Atkins in the early 2000s and lost quite a bit of weight. But I snafu'd myself by drinking twisted teas, which are loaded with sugar. And at the time, I never realized that how connected sugar was to my weight. Sugar and carbohydrates. I did know carbohydrates, but I wasn't thinking about the alcohol in that way. I was out, partying, having a good time with my friends, and I completely lost everything I gained. I mean, gained everything I lost. So, I guess you can look at it both ways. So, just the next 10 years were 12 years were full of just me regaining the weight back and becoming more sick than ever. I tried juicing in the late 2000s, and that actually worked. But here's the thing, none of those things were sustainable for me. These limited diets were, you could do them for a short period of time and you lost weight, but they just weren't sustainable over the long term. And that's what I needed. I needed a lifestyle. I needed something that was going to last me my life. And getting back to Medi weight loss, that's was a good choice. I'm glad I went in there, and they gave me an actual menu of what to eat. Now, if you can follow the menu, you can do the diet, and you have to be honest with yourself. If you stick to the program, which I'm going to tell you in the beginning is not easy. It becomes easier. But in the first week, when you're detoxing from all the carbohydrates and sugars and all these things, it's just not easy. It's pretty hard. You feel like crap. But that's like anything else when you limit your diet. I mean, I was on a 900 protein calorie a day plan, which doesn't sound like very much, and it wasn't in the beginning. But, it came to the point where I was eating 900, 950, between 900 and 1,000 calories a day. And it became enough. And my stomach was full. I felt satiated. I was fine. And I just lived it. I lived it. I was militant for the first 6 months. I'd say I was just militant. I would not even think about looking at anything that was outside of my diet. Another huge part of the Medi weight loss is water. Now, that's something that nobody ever really told to me in my other diet plans. They just never mentioned water and how important it is. Fat leaves your body in 3 different ways. It leaves it through your breath, metabolized through your breath, through sweat, and through urine when you go to the bathroom. So if you're not drinking water and you're not cleansing your system with fluids, you're essentially just never getting rid of anything. So between sugar, too much sugar, carbohydrates, and not enough water and fluids, you're just locking the fats into your body, and you're just getting sicker and sicker and sicker. So I bought a jug that holds 120 ounces of water, and I made sure I drank, if not all of it, most of it every day. And I still do that today. I take it with me to work, and I pack my lunch, and I drink my water, and I eat my foods that I've planned out for the day, and I have a normal supper, and it's working pretty good so far. And like I said, 92 pounds down, and continuing to lose. Not at as fast of a rate as I was, because I'm not quite as militant as I was in the beginning. But I went from a size 52 pants to what I'm wearing now, which is a 38. Triple and 4X clothes down to large and XL. So it's a huge difference. And I noticed in every aspect of my life, we hike a lot. We go out and go through the woods. It's like that was my saving grace. My photography. I love to do photography. I love nature photography, animals, trails, historical monuments, natural monuments. So getting out there in the woods and walking and enjoying that really was a help for me to get out there and find that hobby and just really enjoying it. When you're out doing that stuff, you're not eating. Because I'm going to be honest with you right now, and I think most people need to be honest with themselves. Though I ate good foods, I really never ate a lot of junk food. I ate way too much of it. And probably too many carbohydrates. Yeah, you got to have a little steak and potatoes and maybe a little garlic bread with that, and your salad and your vegetables, and it looks like just a regular average meal. But that potato and that garlic bread are killing you. They're killing you. And that's what changed. So now, instead of pasta, I have zoodles, zucchini noodles. Instead of a bun with a hamburger or a cheeseburger, I have a low-carb wrap. Instead of regular potatoes, I'll have sweet potato, but I'll only have a little bit. I'll take Everything is portioned. Now that I know the size of my portions, I can just look at it. But what was super helpful through the beginning of this thing was I bought a kitchen scale. And I started to see how much I was eating compared to what I should have been eating. My portions were way too large. Way too large. And that was what was killing me. So to get back to the Medi weight loss, they're not all over the United States. But if you do have a Medi weight loss near you, I'll put up where the Medi weight losses are. I suggest checking them out. It is a good plan. It's down to you. You got to do the work. There's no way around it. There is no magic bullet. I would, you see all these people, lose this weight in this amount of time and take this pill and do this and do that. And no, you got to do the work. There's no magic bullet to losing weight. It's just not going to happen. Take it from me. I am by far not there yet. I still probably got about 40 pounds to lose. But you know what? I'm 90 pounds down. I'm feeling way better about myself. I go out on hikes all the time. I come back. I feel fine. I don't have those pains I used to have. It's great. I'm getting a little sporadic and off topic here, but there's so much to talk about with my weight loss. Back to Medi. I don't want to show the meal plans and things on here because I don't know if they're proprietary, but I will put up some menus of what I ate. Just an example of what I ate in a day. And, you can do this on your own also. Feel free to message me and I can give you the rundown. So here's the big news. So remember I told you I had an A1C of 9.8, which is just ridiculous. A daily average, I think, of 259 of my sugar, which should be, 100 or below. So that was really, really bad. And diabetes is, a leading cause of heart disease, just so many things are shown to come from diabetes. I mean, if you take it too long, you can get neuropathy in your body, which is, you lose feeling in your feet. People get amputations. It's a terrible disease, And type 2 diabetes, for the most part, is lifestyle driven. Type 1, you're born with it. Type 2, you did it to you. I'm not a doctor. That's my opinion. So you can argue with me in the comment section. But type 2 diabetes is controllable, if not completely, and 100% reversible. So I'm down to a 5.5 A1C, which is well inside of normal. And I've been that way. I went from a 9.8 to a 5.8 3 months later. That was only 3 months. So I just got blood work about a month ago, and I was down to 5.5. So I'll put up what daily average that is. I think it's like 100, 110 daily average, which if you look up blood sugar levels, that's perfect. Because your blood, it's like a wave that goes up and down, up and down, up and down throughout the day. That means your insulin is doing, the correct thing. Your body is working correctly. It should do that. So you're going to have lows and highs, lows and highs. And like I said, I didn't realize how much it affected me. The diabetes was probably the worst thing that could have happened. Anyway, probably the worst thing that could have happened was the diabetes. But anyway, Medi weight loss, great system. And it's all down to just food. You're doing it with food. I took no medication. Now, I'm not advocating to not take your medication. It was a personal choice of mine to not take medications. I did it through vitamins, I did it through supplements, and I did it through food and water and exercise. Something I never thought would have completely worked, mind blown. But it did. So inside of a year, I've completely transformed my body, and I'm all the better for it. What's going to happen in another year? I'm going to keep losing, stay the same. Either way, I'm happy. My body is healthier. But here's the thing. Out of all of this, I found a sustainable lifestyle. I can go to any restaurant and eat off that menu. There's no special foods needed. It's whole food. Eat whole food. That's it. I mean, they've been saying it for years. It's true. You know, I can't say enough. Your diet is big time. So if you're looking to lose weight, there's only one way to do it. Get some exercise. Drink a lot of water. Get rid of carbs. Get carbs out of your life. Don't go heavy into the fat side. You know, mostly protein based. Get your veggies in there. You're going to need it. Fiber. Take your minerals and vitamins. And drink lots of water. That's really it. That's the secret. There is no secret. It's that easy. So, again, I'm going to put up a little video here at the end that shows the transformation from last year to now. And like I said, it's huge. It's huge. I love it. You know, just as a little side note, the worst time of year for me when I was a kid, and even growing up, even as adult age, well, the worst time of year for me was the first day of school. Not for the reasons you think. I actually liked school. Going clothes shopping.
Oh, thanks, Mother Rose.
I bought you the husky size, John. You mustn't let your weight become a problem.
Was the worst thing for me, going clothes shopping. Because I knew they weren't going to have anything that fit me. At least nothing that I liked. I always looked like dumpy fool. You know, and I'm not a very vain person. I don't really care how I look. But not being able to get clothes and you're a kid. I mean, your pants are always too long. Your shirts are always sleeves down to your feet. And if you're a person who's been heavy your whole life, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's, clothes shopping sucks. I mean, it's gotten better because they started making clothes for America's expanding waistline. But still, you know, it stinks. It stinks. And I totally feel your pain. I've been there. And I've hated every minute of it. But, you know, I still drink my coffee. I instead of half and half, I used a little creamers, low calorie. You know, I made a bunch of changes to my diet. Like I said, I'll put up a sample menu. I used a thing called Fat Secret. It's an app you can get for your phone, and I use that to track my daily intake of carbohydrates, calories, proteins, fats, salts. I mean, I watched everything. I'm telling you, I was militant. I just down to the calorie. If I was going over that 1,000 mark, that was it. You know, when I hit my 900 to 1,000, I'm done. You know, you just don't eat anymore. You can't eat anymore. You've eaten all your calories for the day. You're done. If you chose to not eat your calories wisely, then you probably are pretty hungry. Because some things are caloric rich and no nutrients. Some things are caloric rich but nutrient dense. And you find out what those foods are. Like, you could definitely eat a lot more chicken breast than you can Snicker bar. You can definitely have a lot more of, you know, broccoli than you can Haagen-Dazs. I mean, this all makes sense. But when you bring it down to things like just added sugar to your breads and your a bagel in the morning. I mean, you get a bagel sandwich at like Dunkin' Donuts. It's like 650 calories for that one sandwich. You got 300 calories left for the day. Let me tell you what, son, you're going to be hungry. Very hungry. So, I'm not going to go on forever with this video because I'm sure it's long already. But, yeah. Like I said, I will put up the locations of the many weight losses throughout the United States. If you have one in your area and you want to lose weight, I would suggest going there. I'm not paid by Medi Weight Loss. Well, they did pay me. Actually, no, I paid them. But they did pay me with their help that has gotten me, I'm going to guarantee you, extra years on my life. My wife is definitely happy. She's been telling me for years I gotta take better care of myself, and finally I have, and I feel pretty good about it. I like it. I'm pretty happy. So I want to make a video about this. It's off my normal topic of camera gear and historical things and stuff like that. But if it can help people, then that'd be great. You know, because it's a tough road, man. Being heavy is it sucks. It really does. I mean, I know everybody's got this movement out there where it's okay to be fat. You know, it's not. You know, you can tell yourself that, but it's not. All right, and it's not for the reasons you think. It's not because of any stigma or anything. It's because of your health. It's not okay. It's not okay to have diabetes. It's not okay to have artery clogs. It's not okay to feel sick. It's not okay to not get clothes. And that's not, I don't care what people think about me. I really don't care what they think I look like. That's never bothered me. I've never let my weight stop me from doing anything. I played football, I ran, I jumped, I climbed, I hiked, I did all these things. I never let it stop me. But at the same time, it didn't help me, you know. So the message is the only person who's going to do it is you. And that's real talk right there. You're going to be the only one to do it. And if you're expecting your primary care physician to teach you about nutrition and tell you these things, I'm just speaking for myself, but that's the last place you're going to find it. And nutrition is everything. It's so easy to take a pill for your cholesterol, for your blood pressure, for your diabetes, you name it. So then there's a pill to counteract those pills. Pharmaceutical companies are getting rich off us, you know, because I mean I heard this a long time ago from I think it was Andrew Saul. Great, by the way, if you ever want to check somebody out, Andrew Saul. Good stuff. Check him out. There's no money in dead people, and there's no money in health people. The money lies in between. Acute illness. Think about that. Keep taking them pills, you know. Anyway, if you have any questions, you know what to do. Comment below, subscribe, and feel free to message me. I'll be more than happy to tell you more about my experience, help you if I can. You know, I would love to spread the word. If you don't have a Medi near you, I'll help you out. I'll tell you what you need to do. No problem. But if you have insurance, Medi weight loss is covered under your insurance. So I think it cost me $35 a visit. Well worth it. Well worth it. Anyway, y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching this long. And it's a long video. But hopefully it helps somebody. And if it does, awesome. Y'all have a great day. And we'll see you next time.